So I keep getting asked what I do for my warm-ups. Now, I've been paying a lot of attention to my lower back and my hip integrity. As I'm getting older, I just want to make sure I'm not in any pain ever. So I do something called the 7-way hip. I didn't invent this. I'm going to link the original video down below. Give credit where credit's due, drive their views up. I also do something called, well, lower back dynamic stretching. One I lay on my stomach, one I lay on the back. I'm going to give you a voiceover every step of the way. Next, I do something called the world's greatest stretch. This stretches everything. It's a very good dynamic stretch I learned as an exercise trainer. Anyway, guys, enjoy this, incorporate this before every workout. Reason being, this will get your blood flowing. You hear about people doing 5 to 10 minutes of cardio? Whatever. This ought to get you warmed up, get you good to go, and remember, your body's one big chain. Get the hips and lower back engaged, everything will follow through with it. Enjoy. Boom! Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click on the link in the description box below to sign up for the Tiger Fitness newsletter. Within a week of publishing this video, we will give out a $50 gift card to tigerfitness.com to one lucky person who does all of these steps. So the thing about the 7-way hip is it gets every single part of your hip. Now, you're going to do 7 different movements. As you see, this is the side movement, leg to the side. Now keep your toe slightly pointed towards your knee, slight dorsiflexion of the toe. So you're going to do 15 per movement per side. I'm only going to show you do one side of my body because let's be real, it gets a bit redundant if I was to do both legs. You just saw it. But you're going to switch sides, do 15 of each of these movements. So then you kick to the front, kick to the back, and then kick to the front and back. All right, so there's that. Going front and back right now. And then you do circles to the front. So you're going to go big circles. I'm not talking little micro circles. These are pretty big circles. Just getting the hip all mobilized. After this, you do big circles to the back. Thus, working out your hip in every single angle. Now, remember, the way the hip joint is basically put together, doing this, it warms you up in every direction, every single plane to make sure that you're working this. It'll also lead, for those of you looking for aesthetic purposes, it'll lead to a nice contraction in the glute. Might even help you tighten up the gluteus maximus. The final is a bicycle. Just pretend like you're riding a bicycle, put your leg in that motion. So that is the 7-way hip. I love to do that at least 4 days a week. This, you're reaching over with your leg, really stretching the back dynamic. Now, dynamic is such a more advantageous thing to do pre-workout than doing a static stretch. Static stretching has actually been shown to decrease your strength. So by doing dynamic stretching, you're getting that range of motion, getting that mobility, getting your blood flowing, and just getting ready for the rigors that training has ahead of you. Again, I'm not going this fast. I fast forwarded it. Anyway, next up is something I learned from Dorian Yates. It's basically a hip rotation, ab rotation, core rotation. This warms up not only your core, but it's a 3-way progression where you start with your feet on the ground, legs at 90 degrees, then legs straight up in the air. The thing about this, you will move up and down unless you have something to grab onto. If there's a pole next to you or even a squat rack, that really helps. As you can see here, I'm gripping onto the grass, or else your upper body will want to lift off of the ground, which I feel takes away from the overall stretch and range of motion of the lower back. The final one, legs up in the air as high as you can. You're doing 10 per movement, 10 feet on ground, 10 90 degrees, then 10 legs straight. This entire warm-up should take you about 15 to 20 minutes, and you can throw in other things. This is the base of what I do. Next is the world's greatest stretch. Going to show you this. It's explained in other videos. Basically, with this stretch, you're working every single thing. Step forward, both hands on the inside, reach up to the sky, linear. Try to keep that back leg straight. My range of motion isn't the greatest. On these, I do 6 each leg. So one with the left, one with the right, one with the left, one with the right. You can do these stationary or walking, quite like a lunge. This gets you nice and warmed up for every movement. You see it stretching me throughout the lats, throughout the back, throughout the torso, throughout everything, the hamstrings, the quadriceps, hip flexors, inner thigh, outer thigh. This is a great movement. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this. This is the base of my pre-workout warm-up. Enjoy, guys.